What is going on? SAMOKFIT, checking in with you guys because do all doing terrific, and we are back with another video. So today's video is going to be a little bit different, obviously new, different introduction, and we are not at the gym. So today's video is going to be a day in the life, so to speak, and I'm going to be showing you guys what I do on a daily basis just to make sure I'm staying on top of nutrition, or how I balance family with my fitness goals. And that's something a lot of you guys struggle about. And I know I get a lot of questions on Instagram or Facebook. Do you still use Facebook? I'm not really on Facebook that much, but anyways, I get a lot of questions on Instagram and YouTube asking how I manage my daily, nutrition goals and fitness goals and balance family also. So I just thought, I record a day in the life for you guys and kind of just bring you along on how I do that. But first, we're about 3 weeks post show. Let me show you a quick physique update. All right, so this is an honest physique update, a little bloated, and also it is about 1:02 right now. So I've had a few meals today, and like I said today, so one of the key things I'm going to be doing to balance my day or balance my nutrition for the day is called hoarding. And I know a lot of times when you hear like hoarding, you're like, man, sounds terrible, but this is not a bad hoarding, and it will make sense at the end of this video. So stay tuned to the end and you understand what I mean and how I use that to balance my nutrition goals and my life goals at the same time without sacrificing one or the other. But flexing, this is not flexed. Honest physique update. This was a quick physique update. It's looking like, again, I woke up this morning at 210 pounds. Granted, last night I did go out with some friends, had some Mexican food, had maybe 2 Ultra. At that age, I don't drink as much as I used to, and 2 drinks minimum. Yes, I'm a cheap date and I'm feeling it. So I only had 2 Ultras, calories. I didn't really track or anything like that. I'm not really loosely tracking right now because what really right now is towards performance, meaning how I perform in the gym and how I run, and not so much so focused on like the aesthetics part. So went out last night, had some food, had some drinks, and now we actually are at my in-laws house, and my nephews are having their 10th birthday today, in which we are going to be going later to enjoy some food, enjoy some family time. But first, it's the weekend, and the weekend for me means client check-in. So far, again, the meals I've had today, I woke up this morning, I had some egg whites, which I had not recorded for you guys, and I had some, of course, pure protein bars, and I just had some noodle soup and green beans. So in terms of calories and carbs, it's not really that heavy right now, just because I know later on in the day I'm gonna be having pizza and things like that. I'm not gonna be tracking today. And again, at the end of this video, I'm gonna be showing you exactly what I mean by hoarding and how I typically just use a day like this to kind of just fuel my performance. So make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video. And if you're liking the video so far, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and yeah, let's get going. Now some client check-ins. To this episode of Naked and Afraid. I'm just kidding. Finished clients check-in, had protein shake today, and again the goal is to try to make sure I'm not breaking the macro bank or the calorie bank before I come over here and enjoy some festivities. So we're here. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy some food, say hi to the birthday boys, and just hang out with the family, and yeah, it should be fun. Gonna be eating some good food. I'm excited about that. And yeah, birthday kid. Happy birthday. And we eat some pizza? Let's eat some pizza.
Ooh, that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion. All that good emotion. Just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat. Tested by the motion. Loving this devotion. Live it up, live it up, live it up, sweet.
Are you drawing in the sand?
Called it mud.
Oh, yeah. I was just out here in the country, just hanging out with the boat.
Play with Livy!
But I think one of the challenges that a lot of people typically have is balancing life and nutrition. So I think one of the things you have to do is also, one, not overstress it. I'm not overstressing it. I don't have anything to prepare for. But at the same time, today, the challenges is going to be to obviously optimize or get as much protein in as possible. And, you know, just chill. And one thing that I try to do also is, like, on a weekend like this, because it's one of my biggest runs that I typically do on the weekends, I try to eat up a little bit. So tomorrow, for instance, I'm going to be running about 4 to 6 miles tomorrow as I build back up into running. So I'm kind of just looking at it from a point of view like, well, I mean, those calories I'm going to be consuming today, it's going to be to fuel my run without really stressing myself. But of course, I still want to focus and prioritize protein. And still, we're going to talk about hoarding.
Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show.
All right, so it is the next day from the last clip or that you guys just saw. Woke up this morning, I'll put the physique update for what it look like on here. Of course, a little bit of swelling, which again happens when you eat a lot of carbs and a lot of things are, I mean, a lot of foods that are outside of the normal food they normally intake. So it's to be expected, understand when it happens, if that's what's happening. So you won't stress too much about it. It's like, okay, yes, I understand I'm going to retain a little more water than I'm used to because I'm eating outside of what I normally would. Sodium is higher, bunch of other reasons that you understand, and that allows me not to stress about it. So what I try to convey in this video is, one, how I balance nutrition with family, with you know, my training. Again, I don't stress about it. Nutrition wise, especially, it comes to understanding that yes, this is family time. I'm going to enjoy that, especially if I don't have any sort of show that I have to, you know, deal with. Of course, if I do have shows, of course I can manage that too, and which leads me to the point of macro hoarding. So hoarding, essentially, at the beginning of the video, I said yes, I'll explain that at the end. Hoarding sounds like a bad thing, obviously, because of typical understanding of what hoarding is. But hoarding essentially is exactly what it means when it comes to macros or calorie hoarding. Hoarding is just you saving most of your calories towards the end of the day, so it allows you to at least stay within your caloric intake, especially if you don't know precisely what the amount of calories or macros on certain foods are. So by using that strategy like that, allows you to make sure at least if you are going to overeat, you're not going to be too much outside of what your macronutrition adherence should be. So yes, is it perfect? No, but it's just strategy that helps me or helps most of my clients to stay within at least close or slightly above where they need to be, so they will be limited or not as much damage done as, you know, would have if they've never really considered the, you know, process or the concept of like hoarding the macros later in the day to, you know, fit in family time, going out with a significant other, during a contest prep, or just trying to balance fitness and nutrition and life all together. So yes, again, it's not complicated at all, and hopefully, I know this video is kind of just all over the place. I'm just trying to, you know, show you guys, just pick up the camera. You know what? I am outside of my environment, which is where I live at home. I'm in my in-laws' house over the weekend, just enjoying some time, celebrating birthday, eating food, good food. I had maybe half of a Truly yesterday because I'm not a huge or massive drinker, so that's not really something that I worry about. But, you know, I balance it just because I choose to balance it. Are you going to have perfect balance in life? There is no such thing as perfect balance. And also, you can definitely have balance if you choose to. You decide what you want to balance, what's going to take more priority in your life than the other priority in your life. If you're in contest prep, yes, other things in life might just take a back seat. But there are non-negotiables that I have, which is family time is family time. I'm not going to sacrifice, you know, hanging out with my wife, hanging out with family because I have to, quote unquote, you know, diet or something like that. I still go there. I'm not eat what I'm eating, but I'm still going to show up. I'm still going to be there. I'm still going to enjoy it. I'm not going to complain about it because nobody is forcing me to do what I'm doing. It's a goal that I want to accomplish myself, and I just understand it for what it is. Anyways, that's the video there for you guys. If you guys enjoy it, it's short and sweet. Hopefully, you know, this resonates with you. And if it does, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you give it a like. Share it with your friends that might be struggling to balance that sort of lifestyle, and teach them about the concept of macro hoarding. This is SAMOKFIT for SAMOKFIT, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Live it up, sweet emotion. time